Welcome back to your mat. In today's class, we're going to be exploring how a small change in setup can completely change the way a pose feels. So, as we visit or revisit similar shapes throughout today's class, see if you can notice what carries over from one variation of a pose to the next. You'll want to have two blocks for today's practice. They're not required, but I highly recommend having them. So if you don't have any props at all, that's okay. You can still do today's practice, but the blocks are really nice for just a little assistance when we get to half moon in the later portion of class. Now, let's get started on our mat in a seated position. Find any comfortable seat. Maybe it's Sukhasana as I'm sitting. And then bring the hands to the lap. You can turn palms down against the thighs or the knees and start to sit up tall. Soften your eyelids. And then just start to observe your breath as you breathe in and out through your nose. And then we'll take 3 breaths together. Inhale through your nose. And then open your mouth, let it go. Twice more. Last time. And then close your mouth. Let your chin fall down toward your chest. And then roll your head side to side. Pause in the center. Lift your chin up toward the ceiling to stretch the front of the neck. And then return your head to neutral. Blink your eyes open as you reach your arms up high. Breathe in. Wiggle your fingers as you really lengthen. And then breathe out as you bring the hands down through the heart, palms pressed together. Again, breathe in, circle high. Palms together, hands through the heart. One more, breathe in, reach up. This time we take a twist to the right, open up the arms, let the hands lightly land. Stay here for another breath, inhaling to lengthen through your spine. Exhaling to explore the twist. Right rib cage leads the twist. Inhale back to the center, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist left. Reach out, let the fingers land. Stay here for another breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale back to the front. And then bring the hands down to the heart. Interlace the fingers and roll your wrists both directions. And then release the hands, flick the fingers a few times. And then reach your arms up, interlace the fingers, turn the palms up toward the ceiling. See if you can straighten through the arms and draw your pinky fingers back in space. Lift your chest. And then keep the hands interlaced as you press your palms to the space in front of you. Tuck your chin toward your chest and exhale, round. Inhale, upright. Pull the pinky fingers back, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck and round. One more. Breathe in. Create space. And then breathe out. Push away. Inhale, reach the arms up. Release the fingers. Give them a wiggle. And then we'll make our way to tabletop, facing the front of your mat. Find your tabletop just for a moment, further warming up our wrists. Grip the floor with your hands and shift side to side. Shift a little forward and back. Maybe make some circles around the wrists. If you make circles, travel in both directions. Then downward facing dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips, pedal the feet. And pause in your downward facing dog, lengthen through your arms like you could push the floor away a little bit more. Inhale, lift the heels up high, ripple forward, high plank. Grip the floor, hold your plank here. Broaden across your upper back. Shift forward a little bit more. Then soften your left knee to the ground. Kickstand your left shin behind you for supported side plank. Start to turn your chest to the right so you're facing the side of your mat. Right arm, reach it up and over. Keep the right foot grounded. So we're creating kind of a rainbow-like shape with the body. And then push the floor away with the left hand. Rise up for gate pose, standing on left shin and right foot. Reaching up and over. Gently squeeze your left glutes to press the hips forward just a little bit. And then upright your torso, reach your arms out to a T. Look at your right foot, point your right toes toward the back of your mat, and then slide your right heel in a little closer. Now we're in a supported warrior two. Press down into your foundation. That's your right foot and your left shin. Press them down. Reach out through your fingertips, even give your fingers a wiggle so you can reach a little farther. And start to reach right fingers forward. Bring your right forearm down to your thigh and sweep your left arm past left ear. Lean your left shoulder back here. And just be mindful that you're pressing the right leg away with the right forearm and not just sinking and resting on the right shoulder like it's a pillow for the right ear, but really push and engage. Last breath here. And then as you exhale, bring the left hand down inside of the right foot. Swivel the left shin behind you. Tuck your left toes. Find simple twist as you lift the left knee from the ground. Lean the right shoulder back. Really open up space. And then look at your right foot. Slide your right foot back at least one footprint or maybe more. Start to turn your all 10 toes off to the right as you lower the left hip toward the floor, horizon lunge. And then lift the left hip away from the floor. Find kind of that rainbow-y shape again. Dip the left hip down. Lift up, arc away. One more time, and then a change. This time we lift up. Three-legged dog, plant the right hand, send the right leg up high, bend the knee, make some circles around the right hip. Just 2 or 3 circles, and then reverse direction. Downward facing dog, plant the right foot by left. Inhale, lift the heels up high, ripple forward, high plank. Soften your right knee to the floor this time. Kickstand the right shin behind you. Supported side plank on this side. Reach the left arm over the ear. Find that rainbow shape. Left foot remains grounded. And push the floor away with the right hand. Rise up for gate pose. Standing on right shin and left foot. Squeeze your right glutes to press hips forward. Breathe into right rib cage. And upright your torso, reach arms out to a T. Look at your left foot. Point your left toes toward the front of your mat and slide your left heel in closer for supported warrior two. Then press down into your foundation. Left foot, right shin. Reach out through the fingers. And start to reach your left arm forward. Bring left forearm to the top of left thigh. Sweep the right arm past the ear. And then just keep pushing everything down and away, especially with the foundation, our feet, our left foot, and our right shin, but also pressing down with the left forearm and not resting on the left shoulder. One more breath. And plant the right hand down inside of the left foot. Swivel your right shin behind you. Find simple twist. Tuck right toes. Lift right knee. Lean the left shoulder back as you open up across the chest. Then look at your left foot. Slide your left foot back in space, at least one footprint. Turn all 10 toes toward the side of the mat and dip your right hip toward the floor. Horizon lunge. Then lift the right hip away from the floor. Find that rainbow-like shape. Dip down. Arch away. One more. Arch away. Hold it here. Three-legged dog. Plant your left hand. Send your left leg high. Bend the knee. Circle out the hip. Both directions. Downward facing dog. Plant left foot by right. Inhale, lift your heels, ripple forward, high plank. Lower your knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale into cobra, lift your chest. Exhale, lower down. Locust pose. Bring your forehead to the mat, reach your arms back. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, start to stretch through your fingers and toes, through the top of your head so much that you start to lift from the ground. Keep lengthening. Breathe here for 3 more full breaths. One more breath. Float down. Bring your left cheek to the floor. Bend your knees. Sway your shins left and right. And relax the legs behind you. Slide the hands underneath your shoulders. Tabletop. Push yourself back. Inhale into cow pose. Heart forward. Exhale, round into cat. One more cow. One more cat. Stay in your cat pose. Grip the floor, press into the tops of your feet. Start to lift your knees and roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Tiptoe your way, feet to hands, forward fold at the top of your mat. Halfway lift, refold. Rise all the way to stand, reach your arms up. Pull hands down to the heart, breathe out. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose. Bend your knees. Sweep your arms up. Shift your weight into your heels or into the whole soles of your feet, just not just the toes. So you might lift the toes. Take one more breath here. And then we're going to start to reach our left fingers toward the floor, or if you're using a block, to your block. Send the right leg back in space and open up to the right side, half moon. Let the pinky toe side of your right foot, your lifted foot, lift toward the ceiling. And let the lifted leg be just as active as the standing leg, like you could stamp your footprint to the wall behind you. One last breath. We land in goddess squat, facing the right side of the mat, toes out, heels in, sink down. Then straighten through arms and legs, reach out to your right foot, warrior two. And so this is our second time in warrior two, just a little different variation. The first time we were with the back knee down. And so just notice how it's a little different. Sometimes we're able to get a little deeper into the hips with the back knee down, but it's a little different experience here. Can you firm into the feet even more? Especially pinky toe side of your back leg, of your back foot. So we let the back leg work just as hard as the front leg. Start to reach your right fingers forward. Bring the right forearm to the top of right thigh. Sweep your left arm past the ear. Finding our side angle once again, but staying just as active in the legs as we were while we were still in warrior two. The only thing that's changed is that we've changed the orientation of the upper body, but we keep the legs active. Push your right forearm down and away. Don't collapse into right shoulder. Keep stretching through left arm. One more breath. Simple twist. Lower the left hand down. Sweep your right arm up as you pivot onto back toes. Option to stay in your simple twist, or if you'd like to revisit horizon lunge, slide the right foot back at least one footprint, turn all 10 toes to the side, lower your left hip toward the floor. Then only one time we're going to lift up, arc away. Three-legged dog, right leg high. And downward facing dog, right foot by left. Inhale, lift the heels up, ripple forward, high plank. Option to lower to your knees as we find chaturanga. Bend your elbows straight back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees. Take little steps as you tiptoe feet to hands. Chair pose. Feel your foundation. Press your feet down. One more moment. Then start to reach your right hand down toward the ground or to your block as we move into half moon. Sweep the left leg back. The left arm and leg lift. And then the lifted leg just as active as the standing leg. Pinky toe side of your left foot lifting toward the ceiling. One more breath. Then landing goddess squat, facing the side of your mat. Knees out, toes out, cactus the arms. Pause here for a breath or two. Let's stay for two. Then star shape, reach up, reach out to your left foot, warrior two. So now seeing how full warrior two feels on this side. Soften your shoulders away from the ears. Reach out through your fingers. Press into your feet as if you could rip your mat in two pieces by pressing the feet apart. And start to reach left fingers forward for side angle. Bring the left forearm to the thigh. Sweep the right arm past the ear. But maintain the integrity through the lower body, just like warrior two legs. We're just leaning over. Can you send a little more energy to the back leg? Press into left forearm. One more moment. Simple twist. Lower the right hand down. Pivot onto your back toes. Sweep your left arm up. Lean the left shoulder back. You can stay here, or if you'd like to play with horizon lunge one more time, slide your left foot back. Turn all 10 toes to the side of the mat. Dip the right hip down. Then lift up, arc away, over. Three-legged dog. Send the left leg up high. Inhale here. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, lift both heels, ripple forward, high plank. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, breathe in. Child's pose, breathe out, hips toward heels. Then look forward between your hands. We're going to slide forward onto the belly. So just take your time. Prop yourself up on your forearms, finding Sphinx pose. And then start to nudge your heart forward as you pull your hands and arms back in space. Option to stay here with elbows grounded, or keep pulling the arms back as you lift the elbows just 1 centimeter from the ground. Keep drawing back with the arms. We're here for 5. Press the tops of your feet down firmly. Last 3, 2. Slowly lower the forearms down. Then bend your right knee. Prop yourself onto the left forearm and sweep your right hand back to catch the ankle. Draw the heel in closer to your glutes. Finding a little stretch of the quadriceps on the right side. And then gently release. Shift your weight into the right forearm as you bend the left knee. Sweep the left hand back for ankle. Gently release. Give your hips a little shake. And then we're going to roll onto our back body. Find a gentle bridge pose here. If you have a block, you're welcome to slide a block underneath the sacrum and find a supported bridge pose. I will show you what that looks like. We lift the hips into bridge, and then you slide the block underneath that lowest part of your spine. It's like right above your butt crack. That's the best way to describe it. I'm sorry. But right above your butt crack is the sacrum. So you can rest there, or you can find bridge by lifting the hips away from the floor or block. One more breath here. And if you were using the block, slide it away. Everyone else, lower down to your back body and then sway your knees left and right. Pause when the knees fall to the left, just staying here in this easy twist. Option to remain as you are, legs are staggered out, or you can stack the left ankle to the outside of the right thigh, encouraging a little more internal rotation of the right femur. And then unwind whatever you have going on. Place the feet down wide apart, and then we'll sway the knees over to the right this time. Pause, let them land. Then you can choose to stay or stack your right ankle to the outer left thigh. And start to make your way back through center. Sway the knees a couple more times each way. And then draw the knees up toward your chest. Send the feet toward the ceiling. The legs don't have to be straight. Reach your arms up as well, and then find rotations of the ankles and wrists. Then draw the knees into your chest. Roll onto your right side and press yourself up to a seat. As you find a seat, maybe facing the side of your mat, stretch your left leg long out to the side and draw your right heel in towards your groin. Reach your left hand towards your left foot and find a side body stretch, leaning over the left leg. Upright your torso, plant right hand by right hip, supported wild thing. Lift up and then lower back down. Nothing fancy, just switching the sides. Stretch the right leg out to the side, left foot in toward your groin, and then side body stretch. Upright your torso, supported wild thing, left hand by left hip. And then have a seat. Bring the soles of your feet together, Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Hands at the ankles here. Sit up tall, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, start to lean forward with a flat spine first, and then round when you need to. Tuck chin toward chest. Start to unfurl, rising back up. Place your hands to your outer thighs and invite the legs to close. Slide the feet away from you and just give your legs a little shake, a little wiggle. Bend the knees generously. Hands behind the thighs, sit up, breathe in, and then fold forward as you breathe out. Option to keep the legs bent, or you can slide the heels away from you, any degree. And start to walk your hands back up. Draw your legs in, find a comfortable seat, maybe an easy seat. Bring your hands to your lap, and then we'll take 3 breaths to conclude our practice today. So inhale through your nose, and then open your mouth, let it go. Twice more. Breathe in. Pause at the top, this time an audible exhale. And then one final time. Pause and hold. Let it go. Blink your eyes open. You made it. You did it. Thank you for being here and staying till the end. I really appreciate you. I hope that you were able to tell a little difference as we revisited Warrior Two shapes and side angle shapes throughout the class. Even our side supported side plank and half moon were similar, had similar aspects. So I hope that you found something that you could carry with you from pose to pose and that you'll be able to take with you into future classes as well. Send me a message if you have any questions or any comments. I love to hear from you. I'll see you next time.